Hey everybody, it is Tony freaking Fonte. How you doing today? What's up? Just wanted to come to you and give you a quick video, and it is about communicating effectively with your daughters. But before we do that, you're watching the Model Dad Show. What is the Model Dad Show? Well, it's helping dads raise happy, confident, and strong daughters. Woo. It's awesome. Why? Because that's what we want. It's ultimately what we want. It's ultimately what dads want. So let's get to the message, because I want to make this quick, and I appreciate you being on here and watching this. I want to make this quick because it's very powerful, and I just want to give you a little short, instant message here with this. So dads, communicating effectively with your daughters. Let's say we have this way of thinking how we communicate, the way we're wired. Men are wired completely different than our daughters. Girls are wired completely different in how they need to be communicated with. And just being there physically present and communicating in a way, it goes deeper than that. And I learn a lot about this, but my daughter Kylie has actually taught me a ton on how this works. And being a dad, raising a daughter by myself for almost 7 years, learning this and failing a lot, she has taught me how this works. So I wanted to share this really quickly with you. And I want to share some of the statistics and or actually not really statistics, that's going to be later on in another video, but the process and how they work. So society and culture has this stigma on girls and how they look and appearance and fitting in, and it's a crazy negative way of looking at things. So they're constantly stressed out and lower self-esteem than boys do, because they have higher pressures on them on how they're supposed to look and how they're supposed to feel and their appearance and fitting in groups. And it starts all the way back in like middle school, or actually sometimes 5th grade, with some of these cliques and not fitting in and trying to adjust who they are just so they can fit in and be liked. So they're being someone other than who they are. And their statistics show that the role of a model, the role of a mother is actually different than the role of a father. There's different things and what the daughter needs from each. And as a dad, there's a strong influence in what they need from their daughters. And I can tell you this much, that how we show up and how we communicate with our daughters, here's 2 main things that it does. And that it shows how they get attention from boys, and how we show up in their lives. Because if we're not giving them attention and we're not being present and we're not giving them what they need, they will find that and put everything they can into finding attention. Whether that's negative attention or positive attention, they will cling to that with a boy and a man and their future husband. So I always say that we are the standard by which against not only do our daughters view the world, but how they will choose a husband someday. And so it's how we show up in the world. Now, the second thing it does is it affects their career path as well, based on the relationship with their father. Now, I know a lot of dads out there might be thinking, well, I'm a great dad, and that's awesome. You are. I'm a great dad now as well. But the way we communicate still goes along with this. It goes down this. Whether we're a great dad or a good dad, or it doesn't matter. If we're missing these pieces, they're going to miss out, and we're not going to raise the daughters happy, as confident, and strong as we want them. And we just make this simple little shift, and I'm going to give you this simple little shift in our mindset and the way we communicate with them. It goes a long way to helping them pretty much be independent and not choose their happiness and getting their positive, their feedback and their attention, whether it's negative or positive, from boys as they're growing up in high school and choosing a husband down the road, or their career path, because they're trying to please somebody else, so they're trying to be someone other than who they are. So here's what I do. Here's the thing, and how we communicate. So one thing we do is we always tell our daughters that they're beautiful. That goes to the image. That goes to the image side. Like, I'll give you an example in a story and how this works. Well, hold on, let me back up for a second. My mind's going a mile a minute right now. So let me back up here for a second. So we always constantly say, hey, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, because we want to feel that confidence. But it goes deeper. Let's go a little deeper than that. Instead of just only talking about how beautiful they are and how beautiful our daughters are, of course we know that they're beautiful and we think that, and we want them to know that because we want that self-confidence. Go a little deeper than that. Instead of just saying they're beautiful, which they're already going to be focused and stressed about anyway, because of what the society says and what the culture and then the cliques and everybody in school and how everything looks and everything they read, it's going to talk about, are you beautiful? Are you skinny enough? Are you this? Are you this shape? Are you doing this? And you look like this? And which some of that's so distorted, it's ridiculous. What if you told them and went deeper and said and actually told them what you enjoy about their character? When I say their character, who they are deep inside, how they really, really are, which absolutely makes them more beautiful than what their physical appearance is how they are and how their heart is. That's what makes them more beautiful, and that's what will build their confidence. When you go to their heart and you go to what they love and who they are, that's what builds their confidence. Now let me give you this example. So my daughter Kylie, she comes to me, not a lot, but she comes to me all the times, and she says, "Daddy, am I beautiful?" And I turn around and look at her and I say, "Of course you're beautiful. That's a given. God doesn't create ugly things. You are beautiful." I said, "But you know what makes you more beautiful?" And I just say one thing a lot of the times, because this is what stands out and this is what I admire most about my daughter, so I always go to this one. Because this is where she's taught me and teaches me how to grow in this area. And I said, "Your loving heart, how you are able to love and forgive people easily. You just love people, and you're so happy because you have so much joy in your heart and you spread that joy." I said, that is what makes you more beautiful. How you are in the inside and how you show up in the world is more beautiful than your physical appearance. And because of that, you are more beautiful than you already are. Your physical appearance makes you more beautiful because of who you are on the inside. And I drill that every single time. Why? Because when she gets into high school and you're getting so bombarded by these magazines and everything else on the internet, and you got everybody else around, she's going to know how beautiful she is. She's going to be herself, and that's going to be another video as well, talking about individuality and help them find who they are and live to who they are. But I just wanted to share that with you. So as you're going about your day, as you're reacting and interacting with your daughter, not only tell them how beautiful they are, their physical appearance, tell them how beautiful they are on the inside, and actually give them a specific trait, a specific value of who they are, and tell them why, and tell them that you admire them for that. All right, I hope this helps. I hope this has served you. Do me a favor. As always, if this has served you in some way, give me a like, give me a heart, give me something. Let me know that you love this. Share your comments below and how it served you. And more importantly, if you know something, you know a dad that can benefit from this, share it with them. Don't just keep it here. Share it with them. I just want to spread these messages. Why? Because I want dads to raise happy, confident, and strong daughters when they grow up, because ultimately that's what we want for our daughters. We don't necessarily know how, are we doing it our one way, and we have these cycles that we go through. But let's break that cycle. Let's be all that we can be so we can help our daughters be all they can be. All right, thanks for watching. Let me know, and we'll talk to you soon. Love y'all.